Hi, Angie. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. How are you today? We're going to talk to Roger. I think you're a first timer, not sure, so I just explain real quick. I see, hear, feel, sense. No, little taste and smell. This is not an exact science. So, they talk to me, but they also show me pictures. So I call that spiritual charades, and I have to figure out what they're trying to show in this picture and explain it well enough to you that you understand. They don't tell me every single thing, but they'll try to give enough information, enough of a hint that you know what they're talking about, because it's none of my business. So they try to let you know without giving a lot. Usually, that's usually the way it works. Anyway, I stink at getting names. I gotta quit saying that. So if he mentions, let's say John, I hear John, it'll at least be a male with a J or a J-O name, if it's not exact. So stretch it outside the box. I can't make it fit. I won't try to make it fit. I ask for a few validations so you know for sure that it's him, but I don't spend the whole reading doing validations because this is about him talking to you. It's not about me proving that I can be a medium, that I can do it. I just want him to prove that it's him, so you know. Anyway, he's kind of funny. So I was looking at your questions, and is he in heaven? And he says, you really think I'm that bad a boy that I wouldn't go to heaven, that I would go the other way? He's kind of going like this. I'm safe. I'm safe. He said, I made the trip. And you, did you ask him if he made the trip? He says, I made the trip. Made it. Okay, I was just getting this itchy feeling back here. So he's showing me he's taking his finger, which we don't have fingers anymore when we're there. But he's taking his energy finger and he's tickling on you. He's kind of poking. He's not really poking, jabbing, but it's more of a tickling. So you're going to feel that. And where else? Back. Okay, you give me like the exact location. He's taking his fingers on the top of my head and he's going like kneading my head, almost like massaging my head, like fingers, not real fingers. So it won't feel like physical fingers. So it'll be a really light touch. It'll be sometimes, okay, I felt that. Sometimes that was a really light touch that I just felt. Sometimes when their energy touches you, and it just depends on kind of how you perceive energy yourself. Sometimes it'll be an itching, some it'll be a tingling, sometimes it feels like pins and needles sticking me. Sometimes it feels like a bug crawling or hair that you can't get off. So I don't know for sure how it'll feel to you. When you get it, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. And once you start seeing the signs and stuff, it'll be like, woo! It's like the floodgates open, and they get really excited when something like that repeats over and over and over and over is them trying to get a sign to you. So, he says a song. Which song? Baby, I need your lovin'. Got to have all your lovin'. Baby, I need your lovin'. I'm not going to sing to you because you'd want to ditch the video. Oh, who sang that song? Not Marvin Gaye. What the hell was it? Shh, 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 shh. Yorkies. Sorry, can't even control my little Yorkies. Barking little things. So, did he know that you loved him? He said, he's saying yes, but not to this extent. He was always kind of hoping, but didn't want to push you. Thought you would have plenty of time. He says he was comfortable with you. Comfortable, no bullshit. Well, he says a little. Peaceful, happy when he's around you. And he could go, not away, but he could go do things that he needed to do, and he was always comfortable that you would be there. If he didn't talk to you for a couple days, he still knew that you would be there. He was maybe too comfy. And you felt the same way, that he would always be there. And then he left, and he says, I know you got madder than hell. I know you got madder than hell at me. I've heard you scream at me. Oh, he says, I know what he's talking about. Yes, I do. Because I've experienced it. Same kind of thing. I was not smart enough to see how much he loved me. You didn't see how much Roger loved you. So he's referring to what I had for an example. Yeah, I know. But he's being all bouncy. He goes, but I'm still here, and I can help you now. He's very lively, he's very energetic, he's very bright, happy, and he feels ornery. I'm not exactly sure what he's showing me. Hang on. He's showing me, I don't know if you're in your bedroom. It's another room in the house. So he's showing me, I'm going to say it's your bedroom. I can't see for sure that it is. Usually I can tell, but it's not living room, kitchen, or whatever. And all of a sudden the room goes dark. The light goes out. So he's going to play with your lights, or he probably already has. He's feeling ornery about it. He says, watch this shit that I've learned. Didn't know I could do this kind of stuff. So now he's actually showing a light bulb with a chain on it, which doesn't mean that your light looks like that. It's just his way of showing me, pull the chain on, pull the chain off, pull the chain on, pull the chain off. So he's showing me he's going to play with your lights. And something in your vehicle. Ooh, I can't tell for sure what it is. I don't know if it's like over on the passenger side towards the windshield. He's drawing my attention over to that side of the windshield, but I don't know what it is. He's not showing me, so I don't know if this is because it's going to be a surprise, but something happens over on the passenger side of your windshield, know that's from him. Oh, he's laughing hysterically. I almost feel like a bird or a bug or something's going to get... Or maybe on the inside. I can't... He's not going to show me. Surprise! He is feeling ornery. He keeps making me think of baked potatoes. So I'll just throw out anything that he says or wants you to know. He wants you to go to a beach. He wants you to go to a beach and not be around all the boo and stuff going on, but just go sit. I don't know what part of the country you live in because I don't look at anybody's Facebook page before I do these. He wants you to just go sit and chill out and reflect and heal, and he will be there when you do it. Oh geez, it looks like he's going to send some little creepy crawling thing towards you. That's not nice. Okay, he's showing like in your living room, and it almost looks like a campfire, like the smoke. It's not like a little wisp of smoke going by, it's like a whole big column of smoke. I don't think you're going to see it, I think you're just going to smell it. But I don't know for sure what kind of smoke it is. So it's going to be very strong because he's showing a big stream of it instead of like a little wisp like most of them do. You don't have to be just in your living room. You can be Walmart, your car, walking down the street. It doesn't matter. When you smell that, know that that's him. And a bell. And a bell. I'm going to have to buy one of these bells because they show this bell a lot. I don't think I did. A bell. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Ting-a-ling. It's a smaller bell, so it's not like a big gong or anything. Sorry, they make my head itch. When they get too close, I feel like I have head lice. I don't, I promise. But they make my head itch. It's their energy. So talk about this ting-a-ling-a-ling. He's still talking about this ting-a-ling-a-ling. And then he's talking about I don't know if you've ever heard the song, and I don't know who made it. And I think it's been out for years, and it's definitely not on the radio, but it's called My Ding-a-ling. My Ding-a-ling. My Ding-a-ling. And there's a whole song about it. It's a comedian thing. He's mentioning that. He says, you're going to find your comfort spot very soon. You're going to find your place where you feel total, complete peace very soon. And he's hanging around pretty close. You've heard him whisper. You've heard him whisper. I think he's called out your name, but you may not have heard it very loud. He looks more like he's doing it from not not like right in your ear like a lot of them do, but more like further away. Now he's mixing up something on the stove, and it looks like, I want to say it looks like a sauce or a gravy or something. And he enjoyed cooking together with you, or cooking for you. He feels perfectly comfortable and at peace being at the stove. He says once your grief has subsided a little bit, you will see more signs from him. But some of these are either getting ready to happen real soon, or they've already happened and you kind of went, I'm just hearing things, or I'm just smelling things. So he's already tried to get in touch with you. He's already tried to bring you peace. He says, I did not realize to the extent how much you cared for me. And I'm sorry for that. I kind of was in my... Do what? He was in his own kind of world. Not really looking for an attachment. He had it, he just wasn't ready. Thought he had more time. But when you're in deep grief, it's hard for you to receive the signs. It's almost like it puts a wall up. I know, I went through for 2 years. Where's my sign? Where's my sign? Because my grief was so deep that I don't know how to explain it, because I don't really understand why myself, because you really, really want these things, you really need them, you really need to hear from them. But when your grief is so deep, it's like you're in a hole or something, and they can't seem to get to you, or you don't seem to see them. I know I'm not explaining that very well, but so don't get discouraged if you still don't see anything for a little bit, because he's definitely there. He's definitely sending you signs. He's wrapping a warm blanket around you. It almost looks like an Indian blanket. It's got like more like an Indian design on it. It's a heavy, thick blanket. This may not be a physical blanket. This might just be him trying to wrap you with love and peace and try to bring you comfort. So I can't tell if this is a real blanket or not. I mean, he's not going to physically put this blanket around you, but you'll feel it. You'll feel it. He's trying to comfort you. He says something about my mom, my mom, my mom. Thank you for being a good person to my family. Thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting them. They'll be okay in time. He said to watch for him to help guide you. And it's like he's putting his hands on your shoulders and like turning you, like, you need to go that way, not that way, that kind of thing, like right up here. And you might actually eventually feel that, and that won't feel like real hands, or it probably won't feel like real hands. It'll probably just feel like a little pressure, or just like there's something there, but you'll feel the urge to turn a different way, or I'm not explaining that very well. You'd think I know how to explain it by now. So it probably won't work right this minute. So he says there's nothing that he's going to really tell you to change at this moment. It's not time yet. Did you hang something in a tree? Something, I'm guessing, to do with him. Something for him? Or maybe you guys hung something together. He's not telling me whether it was before he left or after. Hanging something in a tree. He's not telling me what it is, and a lot of times they don't. The hanging in the tree, you should know what it is, or you will know what it is. I don't know. Or a family member knows what it is. I feel like it's something that you guys did, though, the way he's talking. So I don't need to know. So I don't need to explain it down to the T. It's none of my business. I'm just the messenger. So he's acknowledging that. Somebody has a dog and somebody has a cat that is going to miss him. And he visits them. And at first the cat bristled up. What are you? And now the cat's okay with it. Now the cat's, oh, he's here. So I don't know whose cat this is. And I'm not sure whose dog this is either. The cat is, I think the dog barked at him the first time. And now the dog knows who it is. Now the dog's okay with it. So if you have the dog or cat or both, watch them. Animals see them and sense them. So if the dog turns around, stares at the wall, or barks at the corner of the room, know that that's him, and talk to him. The cats are even better at it. Cats will, because they like to do things like this, and where a cat will follow that around like it's looking at a fly on the wall, and there's nothing there. Acknowledge him when those signs come in. Tell him you want more signs. And that'll help open the door, and you'll start seeing them. He's got his nose in a bouquet of flowers. And then he shows me flowers outside, like outside the front of a house, like a flower garden off the porch. He's not saying why. He's just showing me this the big bouquet of flowers. And he stuck his nose and took a big whiff. Then he showed me this flower garden off the porch. Kind of waiting for him to say something, but he's not. Sometimes they don't explain. He said this will be easier for you to accept the messages after a little more time has passed. He says, but you heard your name. You heard your name. I don't look at people's Facebook pages before I do a reading because it messes up my little mind. But he's showing like a big barrette. Like a big barrette, and he's putting it in your hair. Yeah, now I mentioned he got too close. Like a big wide barrette, and he's putting it in your hair, kind of pulling your hair up out of your face or something. So I don't know how long your hair is. They never waste a message. He has a reason for showing that. It's my spiritual charades. He says, I love you. I should have told you. But I figured, there's always later. You like to go out to the same type of restaurants and the same type of food and the same type of dining experience. Oh, he's mentioning lobster. Life is good. He said, even though I'm not there now, life is good. There, life is good. Cherish it. There's an older man that's still here that he says you need to go hug and you need to pay some attention to. And I feel like there's a family connection between you and this man. And you need to go pay attention to him before he leaves. It's not saying he's leaving right away. Don't take that as some bad omen. No regrets. So, oh, he's not saying anything now. Harriet. He's mentioning the name Harriet. So it's a female with an HHA name at least. Yeah, not a short name, but a little bit longer name. So it may not be Harriet exactly, probably not. So, and also like the lights and stuff, usually when we leave we don't know, even though I believe in past lives, I believe we're here more than once, you'd think when we go back after we've been here a few times, we'd know how to do this shit, you know? You'd think. But as far as figuring the lights and stuff out, moving things, it seems like it usually takes them a little bit of time to get it totally figured out. He says, then look out. He says, by then you will have moved on. When he gets really good at it. He says, but I'm still going to bug you. We had some happy times. We had some good times, and he's talking about something a little more personal. No, I don't need to see that. No. I think you know what he means. He says, you're good to go. He says, you're going to do just fine. But he's going to be watching over you just to make sure. He said this isn't the first time you guys have connected, and it won't be the last. So now we're talking about past lives. He might be the first one that has mentioned that. in a reading, and I've done tons of readings, but he's mentioning that in a reading. So I don't know if you believe in my woo-woo type stuff, but you've been in a life before together, you're going to be in another one together. Oh, he told me, He's kind of being prim and proper, but ornery. Laughing. Totally at peace. Totally okay with it. Now, he says not all the way. He sees the people's hurting since he left. He didn't think he was going to leave that way. Alright, he mainly wants you to know that he is around and will be around, and I didn't hear it all. He's not finished. I didn't hear it the first time, the rest of it, and he's not saying it again. Okay. Alright, he's going to leave. And he's leaving. He has that big bouquet of flowers, and they look like daisies and wildflowers and just an assortment of flowers. And he's going to leave you the whole bouquet. And then he has a thing that says love, and he sticks it in the flowers. He says, you have my undying love. And when he says undying, love doesn't die. Love is an energy. Love does not die. Love is the strongest energy that we know of. And it's the one that means the most. So, alright, keep your eyes and nose open for those things, and you'll start to realize that he's there, that he's going to send you comfort, that he's going to be around. So I hope this helps you. I hope it helps you heal. And it doesn't, what I learned through personal experience was it doesn't really help to beg and plead, and I know that's what I did, and scream and say, bring me a sign, you've got to be here, get your ass here. I did it. So it actually kind of pushes it away. When you're calm enough, or he can actually get to you, hopefully you'll see him much sooner than you think. Hopefully you've already seen it. Hopefully you already heard him call your name. So just be on the alert. He'll be around. He's not far away. He's just on the other side of the wall, basically. You just can't see him. He's still there, and no, he's not stuck here. They're wanting me to tell everybody that lately. So much love to you. Thank you for trusting me with your loved one. I hope this brings you a little bit of peace. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. See you later.